Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to troubleshoot Windows activation error codes in Windows Server. So as I said, in this video I will show you how to troubleshoot Windows activation error codes in Windows Server. As you can see, I am currently on the Microsoft documentation site. When you have the article of how to troubleshoot Windows activation error codes, you have here the site. You have a lot of, I would say, summary of error codes that you can occur during the activation of your Windows, and I will show you how to use them. I will even show you some error that I will provide in my PowerShell, and I will show you how to resolve it. So first of all, I am on the Windows Server 2025, as you can see here, and now we have this site. This site, of course, I'm not going to read it all because it is pretty long, but we have the site. Maybe we will start with reading this article at the top. So this article provides troubleshooting information to help you respond to error messages that you may receive when you're trying to use multiple activation key or the key management service to perform volume activation on one or more Windows-based computers. So this is what this site contains. This article is intended for technical support agents and IT professionals. If you are looking for more information about Windows activation error messages, you can go on this site. Maybe we will use this site. I think this is better. And now look for the error codes in following tables. Then select the link to see more information about that error code and how to resolve it. So we have this instruction. So we have some following known error codes, but we also have this table of summary of error codes. The following table lists known errors codes for Windows activation and includes the links to relevant sections later in this article that can help you resolve related issues. So as you can see, you have a lot of keys, I mean not keys but codes, and you can, for example, choose one. So let's say that you have DNS server failure. What to do if you have DNS server failure? You will receive this error code. You can click on that and you will go down automatically to the section when you have the DNS server failure error code. And here you have the description. When you encounter this issue, you will see this error message like this: DNS server failure. What is the cause of it? You can encounter this issue when the system has a network or DNS issues, and the solution is to resolve this issue. Troubleshoot your network connection and DNS by following the instruction in the common troubleshooting procedure for KMS or DNS issues. So you can go on this site and then you can try to fix your issue. As you can see, you have a lot of this, so maybe I'm not going to read it. I will just show you how you can actually receive this error code. How does it look like in PowerShell if you receive this error code, and how you can go on this site and how you can basically try to fix it. So I will open the PowerShell like this, and let's try to activate Windows with the key that does not exist. By doing this, we will get the error code. So in order to activate the Windows, we have to use command slmgr and now /ipk, and now we have to specify that the license key that does not exist. So we will use xxxx. Windows key looks like this. Basically, you have 5 digits or 5 characters, dash 5 characters, and you have to do it 5 times. So I will do this access 5 times, and I will press enter. As you can see, of course, we are getting the error. What is this? Error with this code, the software licensing service reported that the product key is invalid. So this is what we expected, and now we can go onto this site, and first of all we can try to find it here, but it is pretty hard. So we can press Ctrl+F on our keyboard, so Ctrl+F, and here you can type the error. So you can open that, and you need to remember that. So 0xc00, so 0cx00, I mean not cx but xc, I think it was. We can check it once again. Yes, xc00, so xc00. As you can see, almost every code starts with this. And now we have 4, I think. So you have 4F, and now we can go up, as you can see. And now you have to, these 3 numbers at the end specifies which error did you get. So in my case it was 050. And we can now go up like this, and in this table actually we have this error, and as you can see it is exactly what we accepted. The software protection service reported that the product key is invalid. So exactly what I did, I typed the invalid code. Now I can click on that, and we have the software protection service reported that the product key is invalid. When you encounter this error, you see this error message. The software protection service reported that the service key is invalid. And now, what is the cause? You can encounter an issue if there was a typo, or if you try to use beta key or on generally available version of the operating system. To resolve this issue, make sure that you are installing the correct KMS key on the corresponding version of Windows. Make sure that you've entered the correct key characters and the numbers. If you are copying and pasting the key, make sure that the clipboard didn't replace the hyphens with M dashes. So this is what you can do in order to resolve that. Basically you have to specify the correct key. So this is how it works. As you can see, you have a lot of these errors. I'm not going to read it all. You have DNS server failure, DNS name does not exist, no record found for DNS query, a lot of for DNS, for the activations. So this is how it works. So this is how it works, and this is how you can troubleshoot Windows activation error codes. If you have the problem, you can use the diagnostic tool. So this tool is intended to resolve Windows activation issues on computers that run Enterprise, Professional, or Server Edition for Windows. Microsoft Support and Recovery Assistant, which the shortcut is SARA, simplifies Microsoft KMS activation troubleshooting, and you can download this assistant, and this assistant to troubleshoot by attempting to start up Windows. If Windows returns an activation error code, the tool then displays targeted solutions for the following known error codes. So this tool also can be useful, I think. So that's basically all in this video. This is how you can troubleshoot Windows activation error codes in Windows Server. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.